Alright. Battle reports. Let's go through this. So this is going to start with PvP battle reports, and why you lost to somebody that had less power than you. So just because somebody has less power than you does not mean their heroes do not have a higher buff than you can give your heroes. This first page kind of shows you they have Wall of Honor points. Excuse me. And a higher drone level as well. Their heroes also have more stars. If you go to the hero page itself, it will show you all of their equipment and their skills and the points they put into their skills. I still don't, to this day, quite understand how I lost this battle. I'm assuming it was Kimberly with her extra star and William, along with Murphy, because they both gain a major damage resistance to each other when they're combined. If I can actually show that real quick. This was a truck battle, but if you go into Murphy, into his skills, he reduces all the damage taken in battle by 13% for the front row, plus the additional 2% added for each star, and then his skill bonus is the physical damage reduction for the front row by 26%, and William also has his all damage taken in battle by 30%. This is at max though, so his wasn't quite 30%, but he was close to having his 4th star, so he has those first 3%. First 3, because he didn't have that last star yet. And then the defense buff that he gives for the front 2 units by 50%. Okay, so this is kind of how you tie 2 units into each other to make them super strong so they don't die as fast. So that way they defend your back row longer. Okay. So that's why I lost that battle. I think it was that one. Yeah. Okay. And then if you go to the Armory, it'll break down the drone level, the drone gear, and what bonuses. Green means you have a higher bonus than the enemy does. It'll also show you the tech research power that you're getting to your heroes, your decoration bonuses, the extra damage percent that you're doing. So I was actually doing 122% more damage to them because I had more soldiers. I'm really surprised I lost this. That still baffles me that those two together like that made them that tanky. You also have your Wall of Honor bonuses, which are all in your tank center. You can't see my missile or helicopter center because they are pretty little boxes waiting for building day. But if you come in here and you promote these guys, it will increase their power and their all hero HP. If you get 1 to 50, it is a 0.2% HP bonus to all of your tank heroes. This HP actually goes through all of them. So if I promoted her, it'd be an extra 100 HP. So it all adds up. Every 1 level is an extra 100 HP. If we go in, oops, I keep doing that. So up here, these are all your PvP battles. And of course, I always pick one that doesn't have soldiers on their wall. I use this one because I kill people. So you have pretty much your general breakdown. Again, it shows you everything. If you're ever wondering why you lost, if they have like two heroes together in the front row or like certain heroes in the back row that you didn't kill, I'd say go and check what those hero skills are. Like I did with the truck battle report, because they only had 3 heroes and their heroes were not as high level as mine were, but because of the setup they were using, they had an absolute ridiculous quantity of defense. You can come into the back page, into the statistics, and you can see how many of your soldiers were injured, how many went to the hospital, and how many died. If your hospital is full, they will automatically die if they are supposed to be hospital bound. You can click on this. It'll show you the injury rate and your casualty rate depending on what event you're in and how that is broken down a little bit. I don't really read this. I don't really care. So that is the PvP. There is also the morale bonus. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But if you're attacking a player that is a higher or lower level than you, oh no, it's another army, you will gain that % damage bonus for the amount of morale difference. So from T8 to T6, it's 1.16 times, so it's 116% more damage in battle. I've seen this all the way up to 300 on one of my battle reports before. So it gives you a nice breakdown, tells you all of your bonus power for your squads. And this is a good example of stars and levels are more important than rarity. As you can see, his are all higher level than mine are all. But because I have more stars, and I have no gear on these dudes either, because this is my last lineup, and I haven't started equipping them with gear, because I don't really have gear for them yet. I only use legendary gear. But just, the skill points and the star rating is where a lot of your hero power actually comes from. So legendary or ultra rares are important, but if you don't have the stars on your ultra rares, they're not going to have the power to kill somebody that has more stars than you do at an equal level. Those are all your PvP reports. Those are your player versus player, your headquarter attacks, your tile attacks, anything that a player is involved in. Okay, your regular ones, I call those PvE. I keep getting notifications when I'm trying to do this. So these are all of your PvE battles, either player versus environment or player versus event. These are literally everything you get on the world map. Anything you do on this beautiful page here will show up in those battle reports. God damn it. So go back into one of those. We're going to scroll down a little bit. Don't ever look at your Frankenstein battle reports. Those are pretty much useless to look at because they have a infinite quantity of level 10 soldiers. And it's just pretty much how much damage you can do before the enemy would technically kill you in a sense. If you're ever wondering how helpful you are in a rally, when your squad gets back, go look at your battle report and see how much damage you did. So the red is obviously how much damage you did. The green is how much health it has left. Okay, so red is damage, green is what's left. If your squad dies by the end of the battle, it doesn't get a second chance. If you survive, it goes into a round 2. Doomwalkers, I believe every 20% of HP is one group of soldiers inside the Doomwalker. So let's see, where was the one that we actually did kill? With the 20, was that one of them? Yeah, this 20 will be a good one to use. So the Doomwalkers, you can see that everybody had a turn. A couple of us didn't die, a couple of us did die. So you can see this first wave, I was the leader. Leaders always go first. It goes in order from when you join the event, the rally. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. There's a cat eating food. So you can see I killed mine, Papa killed his, Bubba Bouncer almost killed his, Duke killed his line, Artemis Atlas did a good chunk of damage to hers. So because Bubba didn't kill his line and I still had troops left, I got a second hit on Bubba's line and I finished it off. And then it goes to Poppy because he's next. He still had troops left, so he got Artemis's line. He killed Artemis's line, so we ended up killing the 120. Okay. Go down a little bit. This is one of those 20s that we were doing a while ago from the event. Yeah, and these are the same thing. It has five defenders in it. Kind of the same setup as the Doomwalker. So you can see Deadpool did a little bit of damage, OCD did a little bit of damage. These last two on the end here are always your tank. They are the first ones to take damage. Same thing, your shields, your tanks, whatever you want to call them, that class style. Okay, they are meant to absorb damage. You can see when I came in, I tore them apart, and then Topher almost finished them off, but didn't have quite enough space. Sometimes the same 4 or 5 players can go back in, change the order, and actually win a rally that they previously lost. I'll explain. Okay, so if I was up front and killed the tanks first and left the squishy DPS in the back for everybody else to kill, the damage would have been on the back row instead of the front 2 for everybody else that was in this rally. Okay, you can see it here. This is a strong 25, so they're a little bit more hardier than the level 20 is. And you can see I pretty much almost killed the 2 and did some damage in the back. That's from Kimberly and Tesla because they deal random damage to enemies. Well, Kimberly does random, Tesla does back row. So that's pretty much all Tesla damage back there. Okay. And then 8 Mile, he's only got 6.6. He finished off the front tank, did a little bit of back row damage as well. Deadpool, 6.2. She's only got 50% of the power required to kill this zombie. So he finished off the last tank and then did some more damage in the back. Mr. Penis, again, 6.7. 50%, but because there's no tank to absorb the damage from anybody, he finished off the rest of the wave. So it's all a combination of order. Who's in front of you is just as important as who's behind you. Okay, try when you're joining a rally, let the bigger dudes up front, and then either try to be in the middle or the back if you're a little bit weaker. So that way you can try and clean up what the big guys couldn't kill. Sometimes it works the other way around as well, letting the big guys be, first and last, because the three middle dudes can kind of do what needs to be done to kind of help out, and then that last powerhouse can finish and clean up whatever's left over. 45s are still really hardy. We did pretty close though. You're really close to killing that 45. So those are the battle report breakdowns. So take a look, see how much red you've got compared to how much green you have. Okay, boss zombies is one big dude. He doesn't have extra defenders. It is just a continuous round to the next player. If one person can kill the whole thing, it's done. As you saw in... Oh, this one will work. Okay. Round 1, killed it all by myself. It was over. Nobody else had a turn. Okay, but the Doomwalkers, they have what I will call garrisoned units or extra troops inside of them. Okay, so if you don't kill your wave and it kills you, well, tough crap. Goes to the next player with another wall of defenders, and then so on and so forth until every player in the rally has been killed or all of the defending lines in the Doomwalker have been killed. So each line you kill in a Doomwalker is a percentage of health. If you don't kill one full line in a Doomwalker, it won't take any damage. Which is why when you look at a battle report and you see, a bunch of red on a whole bunch of lines of Doomwalker, soldiers, like, oh, why didn't I do any damage? It's because nobody actually killed one line on the Doomwalker. Okay. Another thing with the things is, I hope by now everybody knows of the bonuses you can get with squad setups. Here, okay, helicopters deal damage to tanks, tanks deal damage to missiles, missiles deal damage to helicopters, 20% extra damage in that order. Okay, if you have all of, 4 of the same type, your tanks, your missiles, or your helicopters are your types, you get the stat bonus according to your quantity in here. And that is a full bonus to all attack, defense, and HP on that squad. Only that squad. So whatever it is for each squad that you have, mine are all set to 4 and 1 right now, which will actually be changed once I get some more ultra rare up beyond 3 stars. Because in my opinion, if it's not 3 stars minimum, it's not worth using the ultra rare.